Okay, part 3 of my Roomba conversion. Uh, Not as exciting of an update as last time. No motors spinning this time. Next time though. I've done a lot of work, but it's all been subsystem work. So, mostly getting the tachometer inputs into a voltage and then transmitting and whatnot. So, just a real quick update. Here's my main microprocessor. However, I have since added a subsystem pick there. I will have to add 2 more just for the tachometers because I'll need like some 16F628s with different compare modules anyways to capture all the high speed of the tachometers because they pull so quick. Can't pull or anything. I also have that, my subsystem microcontroller here, hooked up to this guy here. This is a Bluetooth module. So what it does is it actually transmits serial data over Bluetooth. Good, focused in there. Right now you see that little light in there and it's just blinking away that it's in standby mode. This big wedge here, this big black guy is my actual programmer that's hooked up to my laptop just because I've been programming it. I've been taking some of my I/O here and actually putting it on this board and then putting it into connectors here. Also, just recently I got my power supply from somewhere in China off eBay. It's this guy here. It takes the battery, which is actually installed right now, voltage, dumps it here, dumps it, over into here onto the board. Also on board is this 3.3 volt power supply because the Bluetooth and this pick run on 3.3, everything else runs on 5. So right now I actually have it talking to my monitoring laptop. Trying to zoom in here. So this is a program I just finished creating. It's nothing special. I don't have any actual data being sent to the Roomba. It's all monitoring right now, although I'll do some remote enable disable, though just because of the competitive nature of this, I don't believe I'm allowed to actually send any control. Well, actually I'm not allowed to manually control the Roomba at all, so I guess I could send data through this thing to do some processing, but that's awfully slow and unreliable. I don't want to trust my Roomba to have Bluetooth. So I'm actually going to connect to the Roomba right now. Takes a second for the Bluetooth to pair. Okay, there's the telemetry coming in, and I have a 24 bytes of data coming in. The pluses are simply for syncing, and then the rest is all telemetry data. The numbers you see there in the motor data is this one's just tied high, so it's reading 100% as if the motor is running all the time. This one's just floating off into nothing, so any spurious data triggers that guy right now. And then I have some other data here. These are my cliff sensors and my modes and whatnot, and I'm just doing my checking for data integrity. So right now you can see that big blue light right there because the Bluetooth is connected. I've done a lot of a ridiculous amount of programming just for this, which is actually almost well, I probably should have been focused on the actual main processor. I haven't really worked on that in a good week or two now, but I'm going to get back to that now because I have to, well, actually I'm gonna finish the subsystem processor as far as hitting the power button, and then I'll move back into the main controllers as far as actually monitoring the bumper switches and the cliff sensors. I just have to do a little bit more wiring, then I'll be able to start wiring that up. And I've actually had to change my resistors a little bit because you actually have to send all the sensors are phototransistors, so you have to send a voltage with a resistance through both the LED and the phototransistor. And I got to do a little bit more hardware over here before I can do that. But I suspect by the end of the week I'll have this thing running maybe not fully like actually going into attack mode and whatnot, but he'll be able to bounce around on the cliff sensors and the bumpers. Actually, I haven't even really done the bumper hardware. As you can see, nothing is connected. It used to actually go between 2 infrared diodes here, but I think I'm going to go just have a switch here, so it'll actually hit this switch. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that, but it'll happen. So anyways, that's this update. As you see, progress is moving along. Kind of hoping to get this done for a science fair that's coming up at my sister's school. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully some progress real soon.